All right, what's up, guys? Steven Guadon here with 5 Tool Sports Science. I got John on top here, and we got Nathan here on the bottom. We're doing a swing analysis for Nathan. John, exit velocity of 106 miles per hour. Nathan's in the low 80s. So let's take a look at him here. Just scan real quick through John so you can kind of see it in real time. What we're going to see here is massive coil into foot strike, really dynamic, powerful back hip drive, really good bat lag, and then front leg extension right into ball contact. So really dynamic swing. Nate, we're going to see here a really shorter stride, not a lot of coil into front foot strike, hands getting way ahead of the back hip drive, and a really vertical front leg. That's not really helping assist with that front leg extension to help pelvis angular velocity. Okay, so let's go into the analysis here. Let's get John, take him into foot strike initially. All right, here. So we can see, let's take Nathan here. All right, well first, let's just watch the coil of both actually. So watch John as he goes from this linear stride here, kind of does like a little toe tap. Watch how he coils. That's crazy coil into front foot strike. All right, watch Nate. Nate just gets a little step here. Watch those hands and shoulders. Really not a lot of coil going into front foot strike. So we'll see the difference here. This shoulder line, okay, hip line, massive separation here. So this is pretty crazy separation, like I've talked about in previous videos. He's got excellent thoracic mobility. This would probably be a little too much rotation for you, Nathan, but you need to get more here. You're landing here at foot strike. There's just not a lot of coil. Okay. 2, look at it in this stride, how it's going to set his pelvis up for better rotation from the back hip drive. He's holding torsion into front foot strike, and then his leg is going to be landing farther out. It's just a longer stride. What that's going to do, it's going to put the force vector in a better position to then assist with pelvis rotation, but also push energy back into the trunk to help assist with the trunk rotation, and eventually the hands, then eventually the bat. All right, it's just going to help assist the kinematic sequence. So yours is going to be a lot more vertical, and it's just going to be harder to help assist with pelvis rotation. All right, so let's go into the swing. So we can see with John, still great. He's starting to initiate that back hip drive, keeping the shoulders delayed. Nathan, when you start to go, just because you didn't create that big angle of separation, when you start to begin rotation, the shoulders and the hands quickly catch up, and then the hands get way ahead of the kinematic sequence. Okay? So here, so you can see here, look at your hands. Hands are getting way out in front. Take John. Try to get to a similar spot. Missed it. So there it is. All right. Right here, now you can really see front leg, not a lot of flexion. All right. Not a very good angle to help assist with the front leg extension. Check his front leg. Look at the hands. I know this is different angles, but his hands are going to be riding farther back. His bat angle is somewhere. That's probably not like that. Back here somewhere. All right, your bat angle somewhere in here. Hands are just way out in front. So he's got so much more time here. This bat is lagged. He's just utilized his kinematic sequence much more efficiently. Okay, he's powering back hip through, right? This front leg is going to help assist with that final pelvic rotation. It'll peak all of that energy right into ball contact. All right, so let's go forward. Shoot. We're gonna skip ball contact a little bit. Let's go there. I'm gonna skip it for you too. Shoot, that sucks. All right, let's just go right there. Here you can see, look at this front leg extension angle, and then look at yours. Really vertical front leg extension angle. All right, so the big takeaways, going back to the start, Nathan, it's going to be coil into front foot strike. We got to get more. This will be too much coil, but you need to get more. So another thing to look at too is when he's hitting foot strike, look at this, the horizontal abduction, that elbow position. He's leveraging his hips and his shoulders, what we would be called like a scap load in pitching. All right, on yours, you're just letting it start to collapse. So you're really not leveraging the hips and shoulders. So this is going to allow him to utilize his back hip drive and delay those shoulders as long as possible to create separation in the swing. You can see all of that separation and torque through his trunk. Yours, not going to be as much. So I would actually encourage you to be taking a little bit longer of a stride. That's going to help hopefully get you into more flexion of the back hip and then get you landing in more flexion of the front leg as well. That'll set your lower half up better to help use peaking your pelvis forward and whatnot. But big time, you need to work on being able to load and delay in your coil, your upper half, so you can leverage your hips and shoulders. All right. So then once you start your swing, there needs to be a big back hip drive here. We watch John. John's got a really dynamic back hip drive. He's peaking his pelvis first, and he's trying to delay the upper half. Okay? So with yours, you almost see the hands start to go first, way before the pelvis. So you just got to sequence that up better. That upper trunk has to delay for a split second as those hips power forward, so you can maximize the hip to shoulder separation. Okay, so better back hip drive and more delay in the upper half. Okay, and then here, like we talked about, if you landed in a longer stride, your front leg would be in a better position to help assist with that pelvic rotation, help push energy back up the chain. All right, look at his front leg angle compared to your front leg angle. Your front leg angle is real vertical at front foot strike. All right. And then going forward, into ball contact. So just big takeaways: more coil, delay the trunk as you're powering your hip through on back leg drive. A little bit longer of a stride, so you land in more flexion of the front leg, and that'll help you get more front leg extension and help assist with that pelvic rotation, and help you kind of peak everything up into ball contact. You can really see John peaks it really well. It gets full front leg extension right into ball contact. That leg is fully extended. All right.